Now, interestingly, one thing you can't fault either side with is trying to avoid this debate. BJP avoids the debate. Congress avoids the debate. Modi doesn't avoid the debate. He's not talking about it. But you ask Rahul Gandhi, he says it's not a question even worth looking at. The whole world is talking about Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. So has the media got it wrong? Has everyone got it wrong? Or is the media the only part of the story which is not interested in shadowboxing? On the news hour tonight, the first gentleman, Shakti Singh Gohil, who is the leader of the Congress in Gujarat, just sent an email. And I just want to say what he says here. He says, it is important that we expose the lies and damn lies that our Chief Minister has been blatantly resorting to. I seek the media's cooperation in giving it publicity so people can know the truth. Shakti Singh Gohil, welcome. Smriti Irani, Vice President of the BJP, Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, welcome. Devang Nanavati, also representing the BJP tonight, welcome. Subramanian Swamy, President of the Janata Party, welcome. Congress Party's national spokespersons not here on the debate. Sankarshan Thakur, roving editor of the Telegraph, and Vinod Mehta, editorial chairman of the Outlook. Mr. Mehta, are you impressed with Modi and the way he connected at FICCI this morning?
Oh, absolutely. I thought, Arnab, if this was an elocution or debating contest, there's no question that Modi's performance at FICCI compared to Rahul's performance at CII, Modi won hands down. But fortunately in this country we don't elect a Prime Minister on the basis of who speaks better at the women's wing at the FICCI or who speaks better at CII. I think there are more serious issues involved, and what we have seen is that Modi has won the elocution contest hands down, but we have two visions of India. I think what is good for the electorate is that we have two visions of India. One is the free market capitalism vision, which Mr. Modi enunciates, and there is the inclusive vision which the Congress or Rahul Gandhi enunciates, in which you have to carry everybody along. So this Mr. Modi stands for laissez-faire capitalism. Congress stands for the third way. Now you choose which is the best, but I think there's a clear choice.
Is that the choice?
I'm very grateful for the fact.
Is that the choice, or is that the choice that you have presented the people of the country with your interpretation? Smriti, is that the choice? Socialism versus free market? Inclusive versus exclusive, as Mr. Mehta describes it?
The benevolent Vinod Mehta today describes the CII speech in such a manner as though some very profound statements and policies and ideas came out of the mouth of the Vice President of the Congress Party. In fact, I think the Congress would have gained a lot if Mr. Mehta had delivered that speech instead of Rahul Gandhi. I think why you are having this discussion tonight, Arnab, is because it is fascinating that here is a Chief Minister who has had a proven record in terms of governance, in terms of development, and you are trying to in a debate pitch him against a gentleman who has yet to discover what India is all about. I think that when that comparison is made, it's extremely unfair to a leader who has, like I said, had a proven track record in terms of governance. With regards to the elocution contest that Mr. Mehta refers to, it has been the country's misfortune, Mr. Mehta, that many people have been so fascinated by dynasty that they would rather support dynasty than a leader that has come from the grassroots, than a leader who has won the popular mandate. Why you as an individual choose to support dynasty is a question that is for you to deal with. I think what is becoming interesting in the public sphere today is that people at large in this country are recognizing one thing about the leadership of Narendra Modi, which is paying obeisance to the fact that this is a nation of ideas where people have solution. All they need is a government to facilitate it, vis-a-vis a Rahul Gandhi who tells you that if you're looking for solutions, don't come to me, and includes that don't
Two hands go up.
Prime Minister.
Two hands go up. Vinod Mehta, Rebat, Sankarshan after that. Vinod Mehta very briefly and then Sankarshan.
Arnab, I am not recommending dynasty, and I am not putting down Mr. Narendra Modi. I am saying that in a democracy, the electorate must be given choices. Now it's the electorate which decides which is the better choice, which is Mr. Modi's vision of India the better choice, or the Congress vision. That's up to the electorate. If the electorate thinks Mr. Modi
Mr.
the
Mehta,
better
the
choice.
only-
Let them elect Mr. Modi.
Mr. Mehta, the only unfortunate thing is here. The only unfortunate thing is here, sir, you have a leader who is in fact projecting a vision on the basis of experience in a state. On the other hand, you have a leader who has no vision at all. That's why I say that the comparison is unfair and unjust.
Sankarshan Thakur, Rahul's style versus Modi's substance. Which would you choose?
Before that, Arnab, I think the way Smriti Irani spoke, if I'm not mistaken, she just announced Narendra Modi as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate. Well, the BJP should, step up, be upfront and do that
Sen,
formally.
I think you've just,
the way you
in
said,
fact, Shankar Sen, you in fact just, let me correct him at the onset.
Let me just speak.
Let
you
me
have this
correct
habit of
him.
interrupting
No,
all the time. Let me just speak.
Please,
my opinion.
No, one sec. Smriti, 1 minute. Smriti, let
allow
him
me to
explain.
interject.
No, 1 minute. Let him explain.
Facts deliberately on
Let him finish. Smriti, let him finish. Smriti, I request you, let him finish.
Misrepresenting facts on my behalf. Allow me to correct him.
Terrible.
Sure. Complete your point. 1 second. Sankarshan.
Unless you want Shankar Sen to just dole out lies on my behalf.
You can
Smriti
have your
Irani,
say
1 minute.
later.
Listen to him. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and tell us why you think she just announced a prime ministerial candidate. Explain
because
it.
she was enunciating. Because she was enunciating Modi's vision of India. I thought she was speaking of him as the future prime ministerial candidate. The BJP should step up and do that. 2, in terms of Modi versus Rahul Gandhi, Modi is a consummate politician, a very clever speaker. We saw him at SRCC, we saw him here. He knows his audience, he speaks according to his audience. Rahul Gandhi meanders, he blunders. We know who stands where in this comparison, but this is not a presidential election. Rahul Gandhi does not match up to Modi.
This is not a comparison worth looking at.
To Modi in terms of rhetoric, in terms of...
Yeah.
Of course not.
No,
it is not. Because Modi is a very consummate politician. He comes prepared. He is clever. And he...
So everyone's got it wrong, Sankarshan? No, 1 minute, Sankarshan. One minute, Sankarshan. So basically you are saying as a media person, you yourself are saying media has got it wrong. The blame is the media. They are the ones who are talking Modi, Rahul. The country does not want... Country wants to discuss... 1 minute. You are saying country wants to discuss Congress Working Committee versus BJP Parliamentary Board.
All I'm saying is...
Are you saying the country wants to discuss CWC versus Parliamentary Board?
If it is a Modi versus Rahul contest, if it is a Rahul versus Modi contest in terms of how they address audiences and how they speak and how they reach out, it's a no contest because Mr. Modi does a much better job.
So does that mean no? The fact that it's an unequal contest, Sankarshan Thakur. My question.
Not an equal contest.
The question is, I think there's an acknowledgement coming all over the place, and I want to next go to our next panelist, please. Subramanian Swamy.
This is nothing.
No, the question
is to acknowledge.
The fact is.
To acknowledge.
So 1 second, Sankarshan. You say, and some of the critics say this is an unequal contest. But my question to Subramanian Swamy and the others is, just because it's an unequal contest, is there no contest? Just because it's an unequal contest, should it not be something to discuss? Just because you think it's unequal, should it not be something that should be there for the people to decide? Subramanian Swamy.
Where have I said that?
No, you said it's an unequal contest, but the fact is there is a contest. Subramanian Swamy.
Arey Baba, if someone is good and someone is bad, it has to be an unequal contest. And I've said who is good and who is bad.
1 second. Smriti still wants to correct you after that, after Subramanian Swamy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, neither Modi nor Rahul Gandhi have been declared officially by their respective parties to be the candidate for Prime Minister. Both of them are, both BJP and Congress are part of a coalition, and what happens in the end, it's something of speculation. But there is some truth in the fact that this media has sort of tried to zero in or railroad a contest between Modi and Rahul Gandhi, and I think nothing could be happier for those of us who like Modi and like to see him come forward, because there's not a question of unfair contest or unequal contest. There is no contest. You see, just look at the important issues that will count in the election. First is on experience. There's no question, after being elected 3 times, being chief minister for such a long reign, that Modi has got the experience, and this Rahul Gandhi has no experience whatsoever worth the name. Modi has achieved a lot, and it has been acknowledged by almost everybody around the country and even in most parts of the world. Whereas Rahul Gandhi is a total novice. Then Modi is a grassroots man. He's come from the grassroots, while Rahul Gandhi is a pure air-conditioned dynasty figure who has been propped up because of birth and nothing else.
Great.
Then you look at Modi's style, is informal. He speaks extempore.
Wonderful.
Rahul Gandhi speaks from a script, and there also he gets it wrong. He
So,
says,
Mr. Swamy, Dr.
Rani
Swamy,
ki
are you
Jhansi
saying...
instead of Jhansi ki Rani.
No, Dr. Swamy.
And finally, let me finish. I am saying that Modi appears as an Indian and Rahul looks like a foreigner.
No, that's your perception.
And all these
That's
are
your
going to have a
perception.
huge impact in favor of Modi.
No, how one looks and all that, I don't know, Mr. Subramanian. That's your very subjective view, which I don't understand. I will not ask you to elaborate on that, who looks like
What do you expect me to come here and give you an objective view? I am here to give you my view.
Dr.
Based on my
Subramanian Swamy,
experience.
I am simply making a more limited point. You have elaborated that the ways in which Narendra Modi gives the BJP a competitive edge. If Narendra Modi gives the
Competitive
BJP...
edge. There's between sky and the deep sea.
Wonderful.
There's no question of competitive edge.
Wonderful. So if you get, obviously it's you get a competitive edge, then why would you not pick up the person and make him your prime ministerial candidate?
It's not in my hands. The BJP has to select it. If his name is proposed, I'll welcome it fully as a member of the NDA.
Okay, now Devang Nanavati, before I come to you, Shakti Singh Gohil says, let's talk about the specifics of what Narendra Modi said in his speech today, which, by the way, 11 o'clock, once again, we are going to show the whole speech. Both speeches teeming with metaphors, both speeches highlighting human stories. Narendra Modi speaks at length, Shakti Singh Gohil, about the steps he has taken to improve the system and help women's empowerment, Shakti Singh Gohil. While Rahul Gandhi constantly criticizes the system and says, I am helpless at fixing it. It's a complex thing, it's like a beehive. What is your complaint, Mr. Gohil? What are you complaining about? I thought you'd be happy with the speech.
Arnav, there is a vast difference between reality and oratory. One can speak so many things, but in a democratic country like us, at least people expect truth from the person who is sitting on a chief ministerial chair.
What is the
Here
lie?
I have sent you an email, the official document.
No, you mentioned lie by
document.
No, what are you saying? You're saying he's lied.
Mr. Modi
you're
has
saying
said,
he's lied at today's FICCI speech. Are you saying that?
Yes.
And you are
yes, and I will demonstrate if you permit me without any interruption.
No, one second. Then there is I need an understanding at this stage with you that every time you mention a lie, let's have a rebut to that lie from either Devang Nanavati or Smriti Irani. Is that all right? Otherwise, the viewers will
I have no problem, but at least I am not disturbing anyone. At least let me finish my point, and then they will have that turn to clarify.
Sure. So make your first point. What is the first lie?
I have heard Modi's speech. Modi has said, मैं महिलाओं को 50% आरक्षण देना चाहता था
जी
मैंने बिल पास कर दिया
जी
गवर्नर उसके ऊपर बैठी है और वो महिलाओं को आरक्षण देना नहीं चाहती है एक महिला होते हुए भी दैट वाज हिज प्रिसाइज वर्ड्स नाउ आई हैव सेंट यू द ऑफिशियल डॉक्यूमेंट with my email. Here the governor has sent back the bill saying that this is a very good thing that you are planning to give 50% reservation to women. मैं खुश हूं, मैं वेलकम करती हूं इसको, पर इसके साथ आप कंपलसरी वोटिंग को क्यों जोड़ रहे हो जो कि नहीं हो सकता है, फिर भी आप करना चाहते हो. सेपरेट इट. 50% रिजर्वेशन आप पहले कर दो, उसको मैं एक्सेप्ट करूंगी और गुजरात में 50% रिजर्वेशन लागू हो जाएगा. हमने सपोर्ट किया. वी हैव डिमांडेड इन द हाउस एंड इवन दो व्हाट मोदी डिड, controversial compulsory voting and 50% reservation.
Okay.
Both again he has
Shakti Singh Gohil, response
bypassing the governor's advice.
Can I take a response?
It means
to your first point? Can I take a response to your first point?
No. Didn't want to give the
let's get
50% reservation to women.
Okay.
At the same time,
Okay.
by this controversy, he wanted political mileage.
Okay, so
And
one point,
in
1
a-
minute.
on a
Smith,
platform
1 minute,
like
1 minute.
this,
Devang
he
Nanavati
spoke all
wants
this.
to respond. No,
It's
Shakti
totally
Singh
lies.
Goyal.
And I have
मैं
sent you
वापस आऊंगा
official
आप पे.
document.
I will come back to you, sir. I have got your email. Shakti Singh Goyal on the Newsar debate is saying Narendra Modi has lied before the FICCI organization of the women today by claiming that he wanted reservation for women, whereas the facts show that he tried to club reservation for women with compulsory voting, and that is why the governor sent it back. In other words, Devang, Shakti Singh Goyal says Narendra Modi is only speaking a half-truth at the FICCI event. I know, Smriti, you got a hand up, but I let Devang come in because he hasn't spoken yet. Then you can come back to this. Devang.
Well, Arnab, let me make one point very clear. Today, as a spokesperson of the BJP or on behalf of the Gujarat BJP, I have very little to say. My leader has spoken. My leader has given 3 speeches, the SRCC,
That's
the
all
Today,
right.
the FICCI,
Respond
and
to
then the
the
last
specific
one on
charge,
Think
Devang.
India.
Come to the point.
Anyone who has... No, I will. No, you will have to give me this beginning. Because at the end of the day, it is for the viewers and the citizens of this country to judge whether who is speaking, whether lies or truth. And on this specific query, I have to say only this much. That the government in its wisdom wanted to bring electoral reforms, electoral changes in the electoral system. Therefore, they suggested amendments to an act which encompassed compulsory voting and also encompassed women's reservation for 50%. While the governor is within her constitutional right to send back a bill, and of course it will be when it will be passed again, if and when it is passed again, it will be sent back and we will see what happens then. But the question is,
Nanavati.
it is not for the governor. It is not for the governor to opine constitutionally on what the Council of Ministers must do. And the fact is that Mr. Modi did not lie. Mr. Modi had sent this bill which included 50% reservation for women and which has not been assented to by the governor.
Devang Nanavati, the Chief Minister did blame the governor in the state for withholding a similar bill in Gujarat. Did he not?
Yes.
Did he not?
Yes.
But why did did he tell the people why?
And rightly so.
No, did he tell the people why the bill was held back? Because it was clubbed with the compulsory voting provisions. Am I wrong, Smriti?
But
Is Shakti
even if
Singh
it
Goyal
is
wrong,
right or wrong, Arnab, how does it make a difference? How does it make a difference? How does it make a difference?
How does it make a difference? The fact is that he has been asked a question about what he will do about women's reservation bill when he comes to the centre. He blames the governor in the state of Gujarat for withholding a similar bill in Gujarat. Is the Congress leader right or wrong, Smriti Irani, in saying that that is not the complete truth that Modi shared at the speech today? Let's be specific.
At the onset, no, I'm being specific. You see, one of the biggest challenge of being specific with regards to the women's reservation bill in Parliament and Modi answering that question, the challenge is that Shankar Sen might conclude that I have yet again declared Modi as a prime ministerial candidate. I think that the question is to be put to Mr. Gohil tonight as to why, if they are so concerned about the political empowerment of women in our country, is the Congress-led UPA yet unable to pass the women's reservation bill in Parliament, which the BJP has supported and passed in the Rajya Sabha, while the Congress was unable to do so. There's another charge that we keep putting, Arnab, on the governor of Gujarat specifically. The charge that she acts at the behest or acts as though she is a Congress leader.
In this case,
when Mr. Gohil shares...
in this case,
Gohil shares communication, yes, in this case only. When Mr. Gohil shares communication with regards to the governor's office, he in a way confirms our suspicion and our articulation that the governor of Gujarat at times, in fact many a times, had acted in the interest of the Congress party. Mr. Gohil says that compulsory voting is something that should be frowned upon. One of the other speeches Mr. Modi made today in the capital was about increasing partnerships of citizens.
But Miss
Smriti
Irani, you're moving on to something else.
Miss Irani. I'm answering Mr. Gohil.
Irani, is it true or not that the state
I'm
measure...
answering Mr. Gohil's direct charge.
Yeah, did the Chief Minister...
I'm asking, since he's speaking, let me finish.
Can I ask you a counter?
Since Mr. Gohil chooses to speak on behalf of the governor tonight, what is that compulsory voting bill
as a
include,
legislator, that was given in the Vidhan Sabha. This is not on behalf of governor.
Which you no longer, sir. Which you no longer. That means the lies that you peddled in the Gujarat elections, the people of Gujarat have given you a dissenting answer.
This is official document.
Let me finish.
Arnab, can I come in here for a minute?
Arnab, can I
Mr.
come in?
Gohil, the very fact,
Arnab, can I come in?
that you've been elected out of the Legislative Assembly speaks
Arnab, can I
volume
come
about
in?
your credibility amongst the citizens of Gujarat. Let me address
Arnab, can I come in?
And Arnab,
myself with regards to the compulsory
You know what? You know,
voting
Mr.
bill.
You know
Since
what I
Mr.
find
Gohil is
fascinating.
speaking on behalf of the government. Sir, that bill includes
One second,
a citizen's right to reject
one second,
a leader
gentlemen.
if they don't
Arnab,
do
What I
it.
find...
Are you telling me
Arnab,
the
can I
governor
come
of
in?
Gujarat is
Arnab.
against
No.
increased
No, no.
citizens'
Arnab.
participation in strengthening democracy? Is the governor
What
of
I
Gujarat
find-
against a citizen's
What I
fulfilling
find-
responsibility towards the state?
Smriti...
Is that your contention, Mr.
Smriti
Gohil?
Irani, I
Arnab.
only raised that as a
the
point of
governor
order.
also
No, I'm
rejects
making a bigger
the
point. What's
citizens' right to reject
Arnab.
leadership.
Smriti and Devang Nanavati,
no,
give me a
Arnab,
moment.
Arnab,
Give me a
Arnab,
moment.
I need to get a point.
give
Arnab,
me a
Arnab, I
moment,
need to
give
get
me
a
a
point
moment.
in.
Give me a
You see,
moment.
when you when you amend an act, you don't amend it section wise. You don't prepare different bills for each section of an act. When you amend an act, you do it wholesomely.
Mr.
On the suggestion that the
Mr.
government's
Nanavati,
policies
you are an
together.
eminent
So
lawyer.
what is wrong if
You are an
compulsory
eminent
voting
lawyer, Mr.
Yes,
Nanavati.
that's why I know what I'm talking
No,
about.
no,
When you
one,
amend the
allow me.
bill,
I
you
said,
send it together.
again, you are
And
hearing
Mr.
half
Gohil
of what I
should know
said.
that also.
Mr. Nanavati, you are an eminent lawyer. You are a master in the constitution. Let me assure you, as a layman, as a far less learned man than you, I can assure you that there is absolutely no binding provision whereby any state has to club together two bills on two separate issues. Please, you know
There is
that.
no binding provision.
No, there is
When
no
you
binding
amend an
provision.
act,
Show me the binding provision.
No, Arnab, the government thinks wholesomely on a policy in relation to
Arnab,
one
what is
subject or
wholesome,
one
sir?
act,
It's so
and
subjective.
it suggests all the changes it wants.
No, see, I'll tell you why.
And no, it is not so subjective.
Mr. Mehta,
if you want to bring laws in relation to one subject, you do it.
Mr. Mehta, I find it...
Together.
No, first let Mr. Mehta come in and then I have something to say, but after Mr. Mehta. Yes, Mr. Mehta, sorry.
Arnab, can I just make a point?
Yeah, sir, all yours.
I just want to say that if we get into these kind of details, we will never arrive at the big picture. The big question that we should be asking today is Mr. Modi fit to be the Prime Minister of India? That's the question that we should be asking.
Sure.
And there is no question that he has the tailwind at the moment behind him. The Congress is on the back foot. But we have also to consider that is a man who has 18% of the electorate against him, fit to be Prime Minister of India, and who till today has not apologized for the carnage of 2002. And who in all his three speeches,
Two hands gone up, Mr.
I
Mehta.
found at FICCI and everywhere else, nobody asked him this question. I am very surprised. Unless these questions were pre-selected,
I'm sure there were journalists at least one of the two
question.
events. But that's not the point. You see, one second.
But they didn't ask the question. They didn't ask the question.
You must ask those journalists, not me. My question is very simple tonight. The reason I meandered is not without a reason. I meandered into this specific detail. I'm coming to you, Smriti. I will discuss exactly what Vinod Mehta is saying. I know you are wanting to take him on. My question is very simply this. I find it fascinating that Shakti Singh Gohil should give a press release from Ahmedabad, whereas the Congress party in Delhi wants to not make any reference to Modi. My question to Subramanian Swamy is this, that will this strategy work? That will give Modi a right royal ignore? Will it work?
It doesn't matter whether ignore. The whole country is taking notice of Modi. What does it matter if Congress party ignores him? It doesn't matter at all. In fact, the country is going to ignore Congress party.
Sankar Chen, will the strategy of undermining Modi work? I mean, if you keep saying Modi and Rahul, no comparison. Let's talk Modi and Tarun Gogoi. Let's talk Modi and Sheila Dikshit. Is that going to work?
You cannot ignore a man like Modi. He as Vinod Mehta was saying, he's got the tailwind, he's got a velocity now, which he is working to propel, his party is working to propel, still being very shy of saying that he is the man who's going to be piloting the future. But that's besides the point. I do not know why people like Smriti Irani take it as an allegation when I say they have named him as future Prime Minister. I mean, they'll have to take that call someday. That call is theirs to take. That's fine.
The second time you're mentioning it.
The Congress party is going to be foolhardy, foolish. What word can I use? If they choose to ignore Modi.
But isn't that what they're
Modi is no one
doing?
to be ignored. Modi is a person to be fought, confronted. I'm not a spokesman for the Congress party. Let them do it. Let them do what they're doing.
Are they doing that or not, Sankarshan?
I'm a journalist.
I am not questioning your political neutrality,
I have
but
no
are they
idea.
doing it
You will
or
have
not?
to ask. You will have, Arnab, you will have to get a spokesman of the Congress party on your program and ask him.
But that's the point.
I think
You
it's
see,
a
the
foolish
Congress party does
strategy
not want to
to
talk
ignore
about Mr.
Narendra
Modi.
Modi.
1 second. The question is this: will the Congress?
That's their problem.
That's their
problem, and it's a deep problem with them. If they want to ignore Narendra Modi, that's no strategy to
Shakti Singh
contest
Goyal.
him.
Shakti Singh Goyal, why
You
is your
cannot
party?
ignore a raring adversary.
No, Shakti Singh Goyal, you tried it as well in the Gujarat elections, but it won't work. No, if you tell the people of this country, we won't say Rahul Gandhi versus Modi. We will say Rahul Gandhi.
There cannot be any comparison, Arnav. Rahul Gandhi, when he spoke with heart and mind. When Modi spoke, yes, oratory, but no truth in that. He spoke about the governance. He took the name of Jasuben, he took the name of Induben Khakrawala, he took the name of Lijjat Papad. But what was his contribution? Before Narendra Modi took over as a chief minister, these all three were doing very well. Modi didn't speak anything about the Seva, which has worked very hard for women empowerment in Gujarat.
No,
the entire world has appreciated the work of Seva.
No, why have most commentators said that Modi's... Mr. Gohil, why have...
5% from a one family.
Mr.
Self-immolation. Modi didn't have time to go and ask them.
No, Mr. Gohil, as a Congress leader, I don't...
Pandya's widow are running from pillar to post.
Mr. Gohil, as a Congress leader...
Your party's minister's wife. What is your governance? If your governance is very good during the election, why you didn't speak about your development? Again, you went back. Arnav, you have followed Gujarat election.
1 second.
Whenever there is an election in Gujarat, Modi never speak about his development.
Did you speak about 2002? Did you speak about 2002 in this election?
On the name of religion and
did you speak about 2002 in this election? Did you speak about 2002 in this election?
What is his development plan?
No, but did you...
very good at
governance, the Gujarat election was all about development.
1 second.
What is this?
Did you... Devang Nanavati to Shakti Singh Goyal, please. Yes, please, Devang.
The elections of 2012 were all about development. And Mr. Gohil and his party badly lost that election. That is a fact. What are you now crying on spilt milk? The proof of the pudding lies in eating it, and we've already eaten it. It's already gone. And secondly, on the Shakti Bhai, please learn patiently to at least listen to me. Please, you had your chance. Let me at least answer you. Now, coming on the second point of Lokayuk, the Lokayuk bill has already been passed. It has been sent for the governor's assent, and it is exactly majority based on the Lokpal bill. It is even the chief minister is included, whereas the Congress party has not included the prime minister.
Gentlemen, I get a sense.
What are we talking about?
Gentlemen, I get a sense Modi is dying to take on Rahul Gandhi.
No,
1 second. 1 second. Smriti, Vinod Mehta says...
anything. Mr. Modi is trying to do service to the state of Gujarat and the country.
Mr. Devang Nanavati,
and Gujarat is a part of India.
Mr. Nanavati, don't give me that theoretical line.
There is no shy in anybody in BJP acknowledging that Mr. Modi is one of the possible likely candidates to lead BJP in the general election.
Out of how many?
But there is a process within the party which will take... Out of, let us say, all BJP workers, including me and Smriti, Smriti and me. But there is a process for that. There is a process for that, and you must wait for that process to end. And
Vinod Mehta,
process to happen.
Vinod Mehta raises an important question.
That nobody else can.
Devang, 1 minute, please. Devang, don't get so... See, Devang, the question is very... Vinod Mehta raises a question. I want Smriti to come in, and then his favorite debating partner, Sankarshan, can take... Her favorite debating partner, Sankarshan, can take over, and Subramanian, Swamy can respond. He asks a question. He says, Vinod Mehta says, don't meander, come straight to the point. Point is, can the country have a leader like Narendra Modi? Smriti, I found this Jassu Baike pizza comment very interesting, which he makes. By the way, people can watch the speech at 11 o'clock, where he says Jassu Bai is not like Kalavati. Kalavati obviously being the reference to the lady, who Rahul Gandhi referred to in Parliament. I get a sense from this Jassu Ben Kalavati reference that Narendra Modi is very eager to take on Rahul Gandhi. Very, very eager. And what does that indicate? What does that indicate? Smriti.
I have to answer 2-3 questions which I heard on your platform, Arnab, so allow me that much.
No, allow this
Mr.
also.
Mehta says that ignore the details. And you call Shankar Sen suddenly one of my favorite debating, for the lack of a word, partner.
Even I'm mystified.
Now, the only challenge that I have, the only challenge, Shankar Sen, that I normally have is that when a journalist misrepresents facts, especially about me, I never get an opportunity to rebut and straighten it out on live TV, which I got in News Hour. So that's exactly why I interjected when you lied, at least on behalf of me. With regards to Mr. Mehta's observation that forget about the details, thank you, Mr. Shankar Sen. It's quite difficult to keep a man like you quiet, but then I succeed. With regards to Mr. Mehta, I think that he says ignore the details and look at the bigger picture. But I am of the belief that God is in the details, and the one detail that everybody is missing here tonight is what Devang has enunciated, that the BJP Parliamentary Board has yet to make an announcement about the Prime Ministerial candidate of the BJP. And as Mr. Swamy rightly said, that who will lead the NDA in 2014 is a decision that the NDA will take.
Now answer my question.
Why that is a fact.
Now answer my question, please.
I'm
One
sure
second.
Mr. Swamy
My view is, Smriti, tell me right or wrong. My view is Narendra Modi, by this whole juxtaposition of Kalavati and Jasubai, is an intentional dig at Rahul Gandhi. Why before the FICCI ladies organization would you be taking direct hits at Rahul Gandhi by juxtaposing Jasubai and Kalavati?
Media.
Really? Really, media?
It's a dig at the media. Yes. That the media will descend and find Jasuben and to facilitate their hunt.
Did he make the
specifics about Jasuben?
Did he juxtapose Kalavati and Jasuben or not?
What you all missed.
Did he juxtapose Kalavati or Jasuben or not? Or did the media juxtapose it? Who made the Kalavati reference?
He was very specific in what he said.
No, why did he refer to Kalavati?
He was very specific as to why he referred to Kalavati. That the media will descend in Gujarat, hunting for one Jasuben. And hence he highlighted where Jasuben currently is.
This is positioning. He's positioning himself opposite Rahul Gandhi.
He was extremely specific in what he said.
He's positioning himself.
What you are deliberately not highlighting is the fact that he... let me finish, then you will know what you are not highlighting.
Well, you can see the whole speech tonight.
I've seen it, that's what I'm saying. What I'm about to say.
I am asking...
Mr. Modi has said...
Can I say something here?
Yes, sir.
Can I say something here?
Sankarshan first.
Since people get all kinds of chances to rebut, since Smriti is so interested in the detail, I was just wondering whether the absence of an apology on thousands of people dying on someone's watch is a matter of detail or not in Gujarat.
Okay, point taken.
I was referring to Shankar Sen. If you want to take a swing at me, let me finish then. If you want to allow Shankar Sen to take a swing at me, Arnab, allow me to rebut. Okay? Since Shankar Sen wants to look at how fair play is undertaken in this country, I am sure, Mr. Shankar Sen, you will find that Modi is the only politician in this nation. Let me finish. I thought you were not the Congress spokesperson. Then how dare you sit in judgment as a congressman on this channel tonight?
Please finish.
Mr. Modi is the only politician who has... So let me finish.
We have covered the riots in 2002 and we have seen what your government did.
Let me
we have seen what the Modi government did.
Otherwise the 100 crore club will be tweeting to me that kindly do not repeat the phrase let me finish.
And he does not wear a
Let me finish. That's precisely my point. That Mr. Shankar Sen is knowingly misrepresenting facts so that his lies can get him another invitation to another news channel so that he could debate. If you want to
No,
deliberate on facts, sir,
Oh, God,
allow me
please.
to articulate the facts on times now.
No, 1 second.
This
Please,
is
let's not.
pathetic.
You
This
see,
is-
I only
Unless
asked-
the intention is to
Logic and
sensationalize
I
enough so
simply
that
asked
you
the
can come on
question.
another channel.
I refuse to engage with this petty argumentation.
You refuse to engage with the facts and you want to just talk about
My question
lies
is on
and
a, my
half-truths?
question is on
What
a
are the
broader.
Then as an
Let's talk
editor,
about the facts,
I think you're
Smriti
doing
Irani.
a great disservice to your newspaper and your profession.
1 second. Smriti Irani and
Please do not
Shankar
teach me
Shentak.
journalism. Please do not teach
No,
me
Mr.
journalism.
Goswami, allow me to
Please do not teach me
answer.
journalism.
Smriti Irani and
a lot of you come to the
I am
TV
not
channels
teaching you
and start
journalism.
think it is your job
I'm
to
not
start
teaching you journalism,
to
sir.
journalists. I'm
But
sorry.
please do
I'm
not
going to
lie
take
on
any
national
journalism
TV
from you.
and allow me to complete my
What is a
version.
lie? I just
Which is
said
steeped in
there
the
has been
truth.
no apology for so many deaths.
What has
on
Modi
a
said?
certain person.
That don't make do
Where
with
is
an
the lie?
apology. What has Modi said? Don't make do with an apology. If you find a single shred of evidence against him,
Sure.
hang him in public.
No, the question is this.
What do you mean,
One
sure?
sec- one
You are
second.
telling me
Sure.
that you are casting Arnab,
Smriti, and
you
one
are
second,
allowing
one minute.
Shankar
Can I
Sen
please
to
come in
cast
between?
aspersions
No, 1
on
minute.
a Supreme Court
Come.
directed investigation? Are you telling me Shankar
You
Sen
see-
is more wise than the Supreme
You
Court of
see,
India?
I raise a question here now. Smriti, 1 minute, please. Please, I request. It's a very passionate debate.
If
but
Shankar Sen wants to discuss riots, I am more than happy to do it.
Smriti Irani, I
But
request
get a
you.
Congress
Can I come in?
spokesperson who will talk about riots from 1947
There is a
onwards
congressperson
to
on the panel.
2013.
Now the question is this, Smriti. 1 minute, please. You see, here's an observation. I go to Subramanian
Can I
Swamy.
come in?
1 minute, Devang, I'll come to you. I just want to give equal
No,
time.
Arnab, I want to come in.
I will bring you in, but Subramaniam Swamy is
Yeah, but
completely
Arnab, I want to
excluded at
answer
this
your
moment.
question
Let me
because
get
they
him
have
in, then
not
I'm coming back to you. The question,
Arnab,
just because he's...
I just want to put one thing in perspective.
Can
It
you?
is on News Hour last week that you had a Congress spokesperson come up and say that talking about 2002 is a part of our strategy because we cannot discuss issues of governance and development. And that strategy is what certain journalists and enlightened people on your show tonight are trying to highlight.
So
and
the
support.
Smriti Irani, the National Vice President of the BJP, is making an accusation that a certain group of people... Smriti Irani, 1 minute. Smriti Irani is saying a certain
was-
group of people.
Arnab,
1
I'm a
minute,
news hour
Smriti, let the
watcher.
others come in. The argument is being put forth. I want to go to Shakti Singh Goel.
And that is why she is
Smriti-
not allowing others to speak.
1 minute. Shakti Singh Goel. The charge being made here is a certain industry of people who did not question the Congress when it did not raise 2002 in the last state elections in Gujarat is picking up 2002 right now because it feels Narendra Modi's got, as I think Vinod Mehta said, he's got a bit of the tailwind right now. Shakti Singh Goel, you want to respond to Smriti, then I go to Subramaniam Swamy on where this debate is proceeding.
No, Arnav, my say is that on your debate, whoever the panelists can express their view, with a patient, we hear them. And when our turn comes, we respond to it. Now, the way Smriti started, if someone is saying truth or someone is not pleasant for you, then you starting saying that the journalist is a Congress spokesperson, you go below bail.
Let him reply.
What Bajpai ji has told
Answer specific.
Let him
no?
reply now,
Go ahead.
Smriti.
Forget that. What Supreme Court has told Narendra Modi, if you can't protect your citizens, quit. What Bajpai ji has said, apna Raj Dharma nibhao.
Arnab,
What happening
Ek
today
minute,
in
ek minute.
Rajkot?
I'll
Please
go to
allow.
Subramaniam
This,
Swamy.
is this your governance?
Subramaniam
You are
Swamy,
not
you
ready
said that
to
you'd be
listen
very
everything.
happy. Subramaniam Swamy, you said you'd be
Please
very
allow
happy
me.
if the BJP protects Narendra Modi. 1 minute. Subramaniam Swamy, respond to Vinod Mehta and Shankar Sen and Shakti Singh Goel, who were repeatedly bringing back 2002 in the course of a debate on a day when Modi made two speeches
Well,
and made no reference to it. Mr. Swamy.
Well, let me say my appreciation of the national situation is that 2002 is not a national issue at all anymore. What is in the national issue is 2G spectrum, coal, what is happening in Augusta helicopters, the huge corruption, the failure to do anything about terrorism, breakdown of law and order, internal insurgency,
Gag report in Gujarat.
inflation, collapse of the economy. These are the issues that are there. And unfortunately, if Rahul Gandhi comes for the Congress party on the
Vinod
platform,
Mehta.
it will be a soft target for us. He has no answers to anything. He can't even read the script properly.
I
which
know
is
that
put
you have no
before him.
love lost for Rahul Gandhi. That's not the point. Vinod Mehta respond as squarely as can be put. Subramaniam Swamy says 2002 is not even an issue. Corruption is an issue.
Gujarat, Swami?
No, 1 minute. Vinod Mehta and Subramaniam Swamy.
Well, of course, of course, corruption is an issue, but 2002 is not just an issue of what happened in Gujarat. It suggests that Mr. Narendra Modi does not have the support of the minorities in this country. And therefore 18% of people in India will not be included
Swamy.
in any Narendra Modi government. Now, Arnab, one other thing. I am not voting for Narendra Modi. I am not voting for Rahul Gandhi. I am voting for Nitish Kumar.
To come in
No,
here
no,
for a minute.
no, this is a very, no, 1 second. Point is very simply put. Now I'll make it very direct last 2 minutes. A section in Delhi opposed to Narendra Modi, Vinod Mehta and Sankarshan Thakur, hear me clear. A section in Delhi opposed to Narendra Modi want to change the nature of the debate from development to 2002. Right or wrong? In the next few weeks, they will bring up the 2002 argument more aggressively. Right or wrong?
You see,
In that sense,
Arnab, are you saying that what Subramanian Swamy was saying, that corruption, price rise, all these are going to be prime issues against the Congress? Of course they are going to be. I mean, the Congress has to be mad.
no, we have two arguments, Sankarshan. 1 second, two arguments emerge. 2002. No,
listen,
we have.
Arnab, your problem is everything is black and white.
No,
so
I'm
many
sorry,
things
thank you.
coexist.
Thank
the
you.
Congress is up against
Thank
it.
you, Sankarshan.
The Congress is up against it. Corruption, no, it is true. You will
Sankarshan?
see one thing as exclusive to the other. All sorts of things work.
Sorry.
The point is, when you come to the Congress, the corruption and price rise and all these stagnant government, policy paralysis, all these will be issues. But when it comes to Mr. Modi, 2002 and his attitude to the minorities will be an issue.
No, so you don't see. You see, you got no. You see, in the course, Sankarshan. And I have great respect for you. You are a senior journalist. I remember the days I started as a journalist when you were, many people don't know, in the same organization as my boss. That's not the question, Sankarshan, so I won't debate. The question is very simply this, that Sankarshan Thakur, the question is two arguments come up. One is 2002 is an issue, one is 2002 is not an issue. In the course of paying me a compliment, you didn't answer the question, Sankarshan. The question was very simply put, will a section in Delhi use... Will a section in Delhi keep bringing up 2002?
It will be an issue because the minorities in this country do not forget what happened in 2002. It is very difficult for them to forget it.
Subramanian Swamy and Smriti
the minorities in Gujarat forgot.
Is that there has been no apology.
No, Subramanian Swamy first because he raised that. Subramanian Swamy.
I'm saying that Mr. Sankarshan should know. Mr. Sankarshan should know that in the Gujarat election just recently completed, 2002 was not an issue. The minorities voted for Narendra Modi's party.
Okay.
And the Congress party said that the minorities sold out to Narendra Modi.
I don't know if people will buy that 2002 is not an issue. Devang.
Please consider my clemency petition. Yeah, okay, I just want to make this as this is perhaps going to be the last point on today's show. You know, majority of India's problems can be traced back to a bad policy decision, and all those bad policy decisions can be traced back to one source. It is for the viewers of your channel and the citizens of this country to consider where that source lies. And today's speeches clearly say where that sources lie and who is the solution. So let's stop this debate.
No, Devang Nanavati, you can say in an order of issues, development here, 2000. You cannot say, I'm not sure even the Bharatiya Janata Party, Smriti can come out and say 2002 is not an issue. I don't think that even the BJP can come and say 2002 is not an issue and everybody who's raising 2002 is wrong.
Say that. Any riot is an issue.
Yeah.
2002.
Smriti, quickly.
Are an issue.
Today as an Indian, Arnab,
Yes.
as an Indian, Arnab, and as a member of the BJP, let me reiterate, what happened in 2002 was unfortunate. I am willing to debate it either with a Congress spokesperson or with an esteemed journalist like Mr. Sankarshan Thakur. But when Mr. Thakur speaks about attitude towards minority, sir, and your determination of whether a political party is fit to lead, I would also, as an Indian, want to invite you to Mumbai, which is 1 hour away from Mumbai, a state which is governed by the Congress party. Can we go there and stand in public and discuss as to why Muslims are forced to live in a ghetto in a Congress ruled state 1 hour away from where Arnab is speaking tonight? Hindus and Muslims line up.
I can, rest assured.
Hindus and Muslims line up, sir. Let me finish.
I will report that as
Hindus and
aggressively
Muslims.
and with as much passion as I reported 2002.
Since
I
you
have
don't
reported
want to be lectured on.
I have reported 1984.
May I?
Listen, I will report all these.
1 hour from where Arnab sits.
With equal passion.
Arnab, allow me to finish. 1 hour from where Arnab sits. Hindus and Muslims line up so that they can get ration at cheap rates in this rising prices, so that they can get drinking water. Hindus and Muslims line up, and what are Hindus and Muslims in this country today crying out for? They're crying out for good governance.
The people who died in
so I'm not here tonight.
No. The people who died in Mumbai were victims of corruption.
Arnab.
That's all. You can't differentiate on religion.
Oh, so you're conveniently putting it. You're conveniently only pitching them as victims of corruption?
They are victims of corruption.
And you're telling me that after 6.5 decades of independence in this country, the fact that the Congress has not, which uses Muslims in this country as a vote bank, has not managed to make their lives better in the sectors of health and education and employment. You are absolving them of the blame? Is that what Times Now is doing, Arnab? What I am putting forth to you, Arnab, is a request. My question to you is only simple. I don't want to sit here and compare body counts from 1947 to 2013. My question is the question of every Indian tonight. That now put India first. Put first now issues of governance. Put first issues of development. Put first the concerns of the people.
So what is Mr. Gohil doing in your view?
Bijli, sadak, pani.
No, what is Mr. Gohil doing?
I don't care what Mr. Gohil is doing.
Mr. Gohil, last word to you. Smriti Irani says.
Responsibility thrust upon me.
Shakti Singh Gohil.
And I am ensuring that I fulfill my responsibility.
Shakti Singh Gohil.
She's shouting since last 40 minutes.
Arnab,
so my question
did Rajiv Gandhi apologize for the
development?
Did Rajiv Gandhi apologize?
I'm coming to you, Mr. Mehta.
To build a bridge between haves and have-nots. What is Narendra Modi's development? At the cost of Aam Aadmi, he is providing platform to his blue-eyed industrialists. And here in Gujarat, the poor.
That's why the Aam Aadmi of Gujarat have voted him in power.
He speaks about agriculture and FICCI flow, sir.
Last word to Vinod Mehta, please.
Does not even acknowledge that agriculture has that much of.
Last word to Vinod Mehta. I don't know, Mr. Mehta. I don't know how long the Congress Party, will try so hard to ignore Modi.
UPA ka corruption.
No, I don't know, Mr. Mehta. How long the Congress Party?
Mr. Modi.
How long will the Congress Party ignore Mr. Modi?
Arnab.
Yes.
Arnab.
Yes, sir. Even you can't ignore Modi, not just the Congress Party.
I agree with Smriti. Arnab, I agree with Smriti Irani when she says that Narendra Modi says India first. I would simply add India first for all its citizens. For everybody.
So, sir, we've always said justice for all, appeasement of none.
India first for all its citizens. At the moment,
Smriti,
it's India first minus 18%.
Now you see, we have a couple. Well, it has
No, it is not, sir.
Sankarshan Thakur,
We have
Smriti Irani.
said it since the day of our inception.
Subramanian, Swamy, Devang Nanavati, Vinod Mehta and Shakti Singh Gohil. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.